Lupe. Judie Ann tapped me on the shoulder this morning and passed me a note real quick before Mr. Ward could see. It was from Leslie. Are you okay? It said. I turned and flashed her my okay smile. The smile was for real. I'm fine today. Pero last night? Forget it. I broke up with Marco and I was a mess. It was so silly. I've been planning to break up with him for weeks. I mean, I hardly ever see him anyways. Plus, I've been thinking if I'm ever going to have a baby, I need to find a better father than Marco, somebody who's got time for me at least. I don't want my baby and me to be alone, like Gloria and Angel. She got it harder than I thought. Still, I wasn't in no hurry to break up with Marco, because that would make it official. Lupe Algarin is alone. I can't hardly breathe thinking about it. I busted up with Marco over the phone, which is good because right after I hung up, I felt this big hole rip open inside of me, and I started crying like little Rosa does when she's hungry and her bottle is empty and her mom has just left the room. Once I calmed down, I called Leslie, but as soon as I heard her voice, the tears started coming again. I'm sorry, I said, trying to hide my sniffles. I shouldn't have called. Lupe, what's wrong? I don't want to bother you. You're not bothering me. Anyway, that's what friends are for. Now, what happened? I told her about Marco and how I left him and how he didn't even seem to care that much and how I was all alone now. She was quiet for a minute and then she said, Lupe, sounds to me like you were already alone. I know, but never mind. It's okay. You're not really alone anyhow. You have friends. You have me. Yeah, I guess. Leslie said she feels lonely sometimes too. She told me about how it was right after her mom died. I really listened because she doesn't talk about her mother much. She said that after the funeral and even months after she moved in with her grandmother, her world felt so empty and hollow. She could hold it at one end and ring it like a bell. It's better now, she said. We must have talked for an hour. I can't remember half of what we talked about, except that Leslie said friends can be like familia, only she pronounced it familia. It took me a minute to figure out what she meant. Anyway, she was right. So I don't have a boyfriend now. So what? Neither does Janelle or Gloria or Leslie, but we have each other. Maybe we can all be alone together. El Noche by Lupe Algarin. I stand out in the cold, El Noche and I, both too lonely for whispers. Only the wind shatters this silence. I have been here before, choking in solitude, but this time, when all the earth is a hollow as a bell, I hold one end, ring it, and you come, a pale-skinned surprise, a friend. Tyrone. Her voice is so soft, I close my eyes every time she reads, trying to hold the sound a little longer. I'm glad Mr. Ward asked her to read her piece over again. She says it like a whisper, but it's powerful stuff. That's one thing these ladies know how to do, be soft and strong at the same time, like my mom's. Janelle. Tyrone said something to me today, but I didn't hear him. I'm having trouble getting Judie Ann's poem out of my head. Even Lupe said it was a surprise. We all thought Miss Fifth Avenue was self-conscious with a capital S, but her poem was all about wishing she could make herself over. I know what that's like, which is what I tried telling Judie Ann the other day. Boy, that was a mistake. I ran into her in the bathroom. That seems to be our place to meet. Anyway, I decided to take advantage of the meeting. I've been meaning to tell you, I really liked the poem you read for Open Mic Friday. Yeah? Well, thanks. I'm not used to writing poetry. Well, nobody could tell it. You know, I could really get into what you were saying about trying to make yourself over, wishing you could be perfect and all. I mean, I feel that way every time I look in the mirror. Judie Ann nodded, and her tight mouth softened a little. She was about to say something, but then the toilet flushed and she realized we were not alone. Sheila Gambaroni came out of the stall, and the minute she did, Judie Ann stepped back behind her usual scowl and turned mean. Look, I am nothing like you, okay? She spit out. In case you haven't noticed, you're fat and I'm not. And you're wrong about my poem. It was just words. It didn't mean anything. You got that? And she slammed out of the bathroom and left me there, stinging from the inside out. I bit my lip to keep the tears back. I turned the faucet on and washed my hands a few times, staring at the sink until I heard Sheila step out into the hall. I glanced up at the mirror before I left. You're wrong, Judie Ann, I said to the mirror. They weren't just words, and you know it. I haven't tried talking with her since. I don't want to give her an excuse to be mean to me again. I'm not mad at her, though. I just know there's a part of her that's as scared as I am to look in the mirror. I saw that person for a few seconds, even if she wants to deny it. Calling me names won't change the way she feels inside. One of these days, she's going to find that out. Mirror, Mirror by Janelle Battle. Sisters under the skin, we meet in the mirror, our images superimposed for one split second. Ready or not, I peer into your soul and dive deep, splash landing in a pool of pain, as salty and familiar as the tears on my cheek. Your eyes don't like what I see. You don't want to be me. So you curse and smash the mirror, which gets you what? A bit of blood? A handful of glass and splinters? Another source of pain. Tyrone. Janelle is working it. Seems like her pieces are getting tighter. Actually, I think everybody's getting better. Practice makes perfect, I guess. And we be getting plenty of practice these days. Mr. Ward had to switch open mic from once a month to once a week because so many people be wanting to read their work. I believe there's more to this thing than Mr. Ward planned on. But he's cool. He keeps rolling with it.